doggy. On this episode of Bet Bath & Beyond, Andy and I record a little bit before the Thursday night game. We make our predictions, we make some bets on the game, and then we flash forward to after the game where we reveal how dumb we are at making bets and predicting football games. Other than that, we go over every single game for NFL Week 3 on this episode. We go over the odds, we go over the spreads, we go over the over-unders, we talk about our parlays. Andy has a 10-game parlay that he's doing this week. This one's real. I've seen the bet slips. This is real. I have a wacky 3-game parlay that I go over, and we also talk Monday Night Football, Chiefs, Ravens. Oh, yeah. I'm all fucking jacked up about it. It's also like fucking midnight, and I'm mixing this fucking episode right now, and I'm fucking delirious. So, yeah. Enjoy the show. 3, 2, 1, go. I am Ian Peacock.
And I am Andy Heidemann, and I hate sports betting. No matter what you say, I'm betting 100 on it tonight.
Welcome to Bet Bath & Beyond.
And you don't get to know my name.
And you don't get to know my name. We are the Bath Boys with no names.
I didn't sign up for that.
I kind of like that nickname.
The Bath Boys?
The Bath Boys. Well, people have been calling us that. And when I say people, when I say people, I mean two people. But yeah. I'll take it. I kind of like it.
Maybe it'll grow on me. We can own it. Fuck it. We'll own it.
Yeah. We are 25 minutes away from kickoff on Thursday Night Football. Jaguars versus Dolphins.
Boo.
So we're recording a little bit of the podcast before because we do have some bets we want to talk about. This is just for us because obviously you're not going to hear this until the morning when the game is over. So this is more
for your entertaining pleasure.
For your entertainment to see if we're going to win or we're going to lose.
But really quick, while I got you right away, there is a podcast called the Kurt Crew Fantasy Podcast. Some buddies of mine, they do a fantasy show that is based solely around fantasy football.
Andy, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You
but
didn't run this plug.
You
did not run this plug by me. You just kind of.
I'm on the show though.
I was not.
Yeah, I know you weren't on the show.
I was not invited to partake in this fantasy football podcast.
That's true.
So I deny.
Did you want to be invited?
I mean, I always want to be invited.
You just want the option to be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's like the best option ever. Is I want to be invited to all the things.
I want to stay home tonight.
And then I get to pick and choose if I actually want to go. But the invite, I always want.
Well, guess what? It was me, baby.
Okay, finish the plug, Jesus.
Either way, I was on it. The last episode, we talked about all the injuries that happened, and we talked about a couple of sit and starts, and it was a very good time. You should definitely go check that out. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. They are hosted on a Libsyn. So,
but only if you have enough time to listen to us and that podcast. Us first, always. Don't ever forget that. Only if you have extra time in your day can you go and listen to other podcasts.
So what kind of bets you got tonight for the Florida Bowl?
I have the Florida Bowl. I have one, just one, and it's not even a prop. It's not even a halftime bet. It is a good old fashioned money line, straight up for the full game. I have Jags. I put $100 on them.
Ooh,
yeah. I'm not messing around tonight. I just listen.
It sounds like you're messing around tonight.
I don't want to fuck around. I have 100 on the Jags, okay, and that's it.
I have a solid fiver, a Mr. Lincoln, and I've got it.
Did you just knock on wood when you?
Somebody is knocking on my fucking door.
Oh, I thought you were like knocking on wood, like as some sort of like jinx or something.
No.
Well, tell them we're recording a fucking podcast.
Do I answer it? Do we pause? That's another knock.
Oh my God! Fine,
give me a sec.
Fine. Well, hold on, Andrew. Don't pause the recording because we won't be able to pause at the same time.
Right. I'm
So
muting.
you just
Give
have
me a
to
sec.
you literally just have to let the recording go, and I'll edit anything out that I deem necessary. Oh my God. I cannot believe someone is at his door during podcast hours. That is fucking ridiculous. I guess I'll just wait here. Actually, you know what? While I have the listeners all to myself, one, Andy's a clown. Let's be honest. Andrew is a huge clown. He goes to CVS to deposit money into his sportsbook account instead of normal, just deposit on your phone, banking, PayPal, any sort of mobile transaction that you can use to deposit money in is 10 times better than going to a CVS. Okay.
First of all, I dispute that. But second of all,
you're back.
Second of all, that was the census.
Oh my God. You know, my brother actually works for the census. It's like his summer job right now.
And they weren't even asking for me. They're like, do you know the neighbors? And I was like, I do not.
Oh my God.
I do not
dude.
know the neighbors.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well,
Back
thanks
to it.
Thanks the government.
So you only have the Jags money line, right?
I have the Jags money line. That's it.
I have
no tomfoolery.
I got a special prop bet, which I kind of fucked up. I mean, I'm happy with either one because I think both of them are legitimate. I think the odds are better on the one I took, technically, even though... So I meant to bet that Myles Gaskin, running back for the Dolphins, would be the first player to score tonight. I ended up taking Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki is a red zone monster. He's a tight end. I'm still good.
But you meant Gaskin.
I meant to do Gaskin because I read it and I was like, oh yeah, honestly, those odds look good. I wonder why those odds are so good because he's a running back. And then I took it and I placed 5 on it. A Lincoln, like I said before. Payout is $65.
We know what you mean when you say Lincoln.
Right, an assassinated president.
Knock on wood.
Was that the census? That's all I got tonight.
So
for me.
just $10 on who's going to score first, but on 2 different players because dyslexia ruined.
No, I didn't even place the second. I didn't even place the second one.
Oh, really?
I placed the first one, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm 5 in. I'm not going any further."
Oh, okay.
I'm not splitting it.
Well, I know you don't have DraftKings, Andrew, so I'm going to do a little showboating because DraftKings usually does this thing, and they're doing it tonight, where you get your bet back as long as your first TD scorer, so like Gesicki or Gaskin, if they score any time in the game.
Oh, that's right. I've seen that. We looked at that the last Tuesday, not the last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before, or Thursday. God damn it.
The Chiefs game.
Yeah, maybe I am dyslexic.
I think you are, but that's besides the point. If you have DraftKings, you got to take advantage of this deal because
it's a no-brainer.
Honestly, it's a really good deal, and I know I always talk about DraftKings. I love them. No one's
taking an affiliate or something.
No one's taking me away from DraftKings. Maybe FanDuel if they get their shit.
Has sent some really good deals out. I have not. I don't use FanDuel, but they have sent some really cool things out.
They advertise a shit ton in Chicago. I just don't know if they're up and running yet. I'm too lazy / too satisfied at the moment to really care or look for another sportsbook because the relationship I have with DraftKings is just too damn good.
I'm also a huge Pat McAfee fan, and they are sponsored like completely by like FanDuel. So I see a lot of prop bets and like advertisements through him that I'm always like, that's actually a pretty good deal. Like I would bet that. But yeah.
So the Jaguars, when I made the money line bet, was -3.5 was the spread. Mm-hmm. I made that bet last night. Right now it's -2.5 for the Jags. So the the spread is moving towards Dolphin territory.
Right. I think that's just because they're both bad teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the closer that is to 50-50, the better it is for them. I don't imagine that was going to be a huge spread anyway.
Yeah, but over-under is 49. I didn't want to touch that.
That seems high.
That does seem high. But if you look back on week 1 and week 2, both these teams have scored pretty high numbers.
Sure. I think like Minshew throws 3 touchdowns today. That's
good because I'm starting.
Two picks. He'll throw 2 picks as well, probably.
That's okay.
But
I will take 3 touchdowns and 2 picks.
That's not bad. You wanna hop out of here then? Just wish for our bets and then hop back on after the game.
Yeah, but real quick, just for the fun of it, Let's give our prediction with scores.
Oh, okay, sure.
You like that? I'll go first. I have the Jags winning, obviously, because I have the money line. I have $100 on the money line. I have Jags winning 28-21 tonight.
I have the Jags winning as well, and I would say let's go 26-22.
26-22. That's a weird fucking... That's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
So if I hit, I'm a wizard.
Okay, you're 26-22. I'm 28-21. But you had the Jags, right?
I have the Jags, yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys after the game, and we'll be going over Week 3 spreads on Sunday, and of course, talking about the Monday night matchup, Ravens versus Chiefs. I'm so hard for that game.
And my 10-game parlay.
And your 10-game parlay. And I have a wacky 3-game parlay, too. So
I also have a wacky 3-game parlay. It's baked in my 10-game parlay.
Okay. All right. So we have a lot to talk about after this.
Yeah. Anyway,
stick around. You guys don't have to stick around because we're going to transition. But see you soon.
Well, yeah, they have to stick around for like 10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds. 2 seconds? A second?
Like 2 seconds.
Half a second.
Half a second. Bye-bye.
What kind of whoa. What kind of transition are you? What kind of transition?
I'm going to do the standard whoosh. I'm not going to do.
Okay.
No. Listen. The whoosh is what we do for transitions. The fireball, like sound effect.
That's the flashback.
So don't worry. It's going to be standard whoosh.
I'm all in.
Thank God. Bye. Sheesh.
That was ugly. But we knew it would be.
No, sheesh and a half. Fucking A, Andrew. That was bad.
You lost some money. You also had a bad mishap for fantasy.
So, first part of this podcast, told everybody, bet $100, money line Jags. I felt good about it. Garner's been looking good. Okay, say what you want.
No, he has been looking good. The first 2 games are good. He also had DJ Chark. I know DJ Chark didn't do a ton in those first 2 games.
Yep, I took notes. DJ Chark, that's on me. I actually did not know he wasn't going to be playing tonight.
Well,
fuck.
Even though he wasn't, I still had Jags because. But DJ Chark is very good, and he hasn't lit up the scoreboard week 1 or week 2. But he's still very, very good. And I forget to think about that sometimes. And the Dolphins put a lot of money into their secondary all this offseason, and they actually looked good this
The Dolphins looked really good. I know it's the Jags defense, but Miami looked fucking great. Fitzpatrick was slinging it.
Fitzpatrick had a great scramble, and NFL just posted an Instagram photo, and this man is 37.
He's 37. He's slinging it. He's running it. Troy Aikman said he's the blue-collar quarterback, and I fucking love that term because that's Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fucking Harvard blue-collar quarterback. Try to make sense of that.
Yeah, you can't.
But it's a one of a kind. It's one of a kind.
I did like the narrative that was painted, mustache versus beard. That's good marketing. Good. That's great marketing.
Dude, Minshew looks like a fucking beast out there. He didn't play like one, but he looks so good.
Like a monster.
The flow, the mustache, he looks like he's from the Wild West. He looks like a gunslinger from the Wild West. He just can't actually gunsling the ball on the field when it fucking matters.
Me and some other people were having an argument 2 weeks ago. They were saying that Gardner is better than Minshew. Gardner is better than
Minshew.
They're saying Gardner Minshew is better than Kyler Murray.
No, that's not even close.
And I was like, that's not even close. And now, tonight, I said in that chat, I still like Gardner. This game doesn't change that, but Kyler Murray is really fucking good.
Kyler Murray is really fucking good. Garner missed a wide open touchdown to Conley.
Yeah.
They were down 2 touchdowns, I think, at that point. Maybe 3. But anyway.
There were opportunities throughout the game.
Yeah, it was early in the second half, and it could have been a game changer, and he just overthrew him wide open. And I think that was the turning point. I think when I saw that, I said, I've made a huge mistake. I shouldn't have started Gardner on my fantasy team, and I should not have bet $100 on the Jaguars. I am a dumbass.
I avoided this game in my parlay, which we will talk about later. There are a couple games that I was just out on, like the Vikings and the Titans. I was just 100% out on that. I'm not betting that.
I have that. I have that in my parlay.
I did not want to touch that.
This week, I'm really being a masochist. I just want to see how much money I can lose.
Why not? It's free money.
It is free money, so I still have my initial. I'm still playing around with my initial $25 deposit from DraftKings. I built it up to like $250, but it's about to come all crashing down onto me, unless this parlay hits. Unless this parlay hits, which I fully expect it not to.
So me and a friend were talking about how my 10-team parlay is just ridiculous, and obviously, like 10-team parlays almost never hit. However, per my rule, if it hits, I have to bet around $900 on my next 10-team parlay. And
right. So remind the listeners what you're going to do if your 10-game parlay hits.
So we have a segment. I have hence changed the rule slightly. So I said that I would bet 50% of my winnings. In my if I win a 10-team parlay and roll it into next week's 10-team parlay, I'm gonna do 25% because I realize
you
that's
pussy.
Ridiculous. I am.
You're such a pussy.
But hear the math on this. Based on the odds, I checked what it would be if I put $900 on this 10-team parlay. It would cash out $400,000.
We'd be rich.
We.
Yeah, no, we'd be rich.
I was like, I don't even know what I would do with all that money. I was like, it would be really unfortunate to bet $200,000 on a 10-team parlay. That'd be really sad.
So I know that you have to go to CVS to deposit money from your sportsbook into your sportsbook account. Do you also have to go to CVS to withdraw money from your sportsbook account?
I fucking wish they make you go to the casino to withdraw.
Because I was going to say, how funny would that be? You rolling up to CVS with a fucking bet slip on your phone that says, I'm entitled to $400,000.
They just hand you the keys to the store and they're like, hey, there you go.
You own a CVS now.
That actually, great investment. CVS, they're not going anywhere.
No, I think that's a good buy.
So anyway, bottom line is that game was not fun to watch. I took years off my life. I've aged dramatically.
It was a terrible game to watch. Should not have started Gardner Minshew. Should not have bet $100 on the Jags.
And that's really what it is. Thursday Night Football is always garbage, right?
Yeah. Next week it's the Jets and someone. I don't know. They were advertising.
That's all you had to say.
It
sounds awful.
It's the Jets, and as soon as I said the Jets, my mind just shut off and stopped paying attention. But we'll watch it, and I'll most likely bet on it. Because here's the thing, Andrew, because I took some notes. We've covered most of them. One is hilarious that the kicker, the Jaguars kicker, when he missed that extra point, he did a total Bengals kicker move and then pretended to be hurt right afterwards.
It hurts.
He pulled something because he went to the sideline and the announcers, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, were like, "Yeah, he's pulled something, so the punter's gonna have to kick if given the opportunity." He just fucking shanked an extra point and then is injured. I just think that's hilarious. I think that's a hilarious way to get injured.
Their kicker's a rookie, I also believe.
He is. He's a rookie, super young, and I think came in because their other field goal kicker is placed on IR.
Fucking hate to see it.
But anyway, my other note, because I didn't get to my other note. I have one note that we just talked about, but I have another note. Football is, I'm not going to, look, I know we're dissing that Thursday night game. I know we're dissing that Thursday night slate. But let's be honest. We missed sports so bad because of COVID, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I missed it so much. I'm going to savor it. I'm going to watch every single NFL game this season. I know I just dogged on the Jets next Thursday. I'm going to watch it. And every other Thursday night game this season, I will watch because I remember the time where there were no sports and I never want to go back there again.
I will say this. I mean, if a good team and a bad team play on Thursday night, that sucks because you know what's going to happen. These were two bad teams that played tonight. So at least the game was I thought it was going to be interesting.
It could have been interesting if DJ Shark was playing and Gardner Minshew didn't overthrow Conley. It could have been a totally different game.
Right.
But you know what? Congrats to Miami because they came out swinging and they played really well and they honestly deserved the W.
Gardner has to really take this one hard because, like, with every loss that they have, he has a chance to lose his job.
Yeah. Well,
because
who are they going to start if not Gardner?
No, not this season. I'm just saying they're going to draft Trevor Lawrence. If they have a bad enough or a good enough draft pick because they played poorly enough.
Right, tank for Trevor.
Right.
How long do you think until Tua makes a start?
That's a good question. Never if he keeps winning.
Well,
Fitzmagic
keeps winning. It's the first win of the season, but
yeah. So he's on a one. He's a 1 for 1. It's a streak.
He looked good doing it. He did look great.
Okay.
Those are all my notes.
Let's talk about the Texans. The Texans. Okay, so the Texans Steelers is the first game we're going to talk about, and I want to say rest in peace Texans. I feel so bad for them. They played the Chiefs, then the Ravens. Now they have to play the Steelers defense.
So, are you saying the Texans are about to go 0-3?
I think they're about to go 0-3.
Okay,
because it's at Pittsburgh as well. Like,
it's at Heinz Field. Yep, it's in Pittsburgh. I do want to go over the lines right now. The Steelers are a -4 favorite.
Yep.
On the spread, the over/under is 45.
Yep.
Money line to take the Steelers -205. Texans +180. Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers because again, I don't think the Texans are good. I never have thought the Texans are good. You can go back to our very first time we've ever talked about the Texans. I have never said in the same sentence Texans and good in the same sentence.
I mean, technically, that's incorrect. I think the Texans are good. I mean, again, I think they're good. They had rotten luck. I think their schedule opens up a little bit after this. If they could eke out a win, that would be very good for them, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. Steelers, I didn't watch the Steelers last week against the Broncos, but
they were okay. They had a couple of like Watt is on fire.
Yeah,
he's
Watt brothers play all three yes. Watt brothers,
and it's not. Yeah, that will be very cool. That'll be a nice narrative for that game.
Well, no, say your joke, Andrew. That was okay. Hold on, I'll set you up. Andrew, did you know that this Sunday, when the Texans play the Steelers, it will be the first time that all three Watt brothers play in the same game?
That's not true because I bet they all played together in Thanksgiving out in the yard.
That's good. That's good.
There was two ways I was going to go. I was going to say the joke and you were going to be like, fuck you.
No, I love that joke.
Thank you. I mean, it's true, though. That's not hardly even a joke. I bet it's true. I mean,
it is true. You know, of course, it's not the first game that they played.
First, they blow out their dad's back, fucking tackling him.
We're
in the NFL now, so we can afford to hurt our father.
I am not betting on this game personally.
I'm not either.
If gun to my head, I would take the Steelers -4. But honestly, that's not a confident bet because here's what I'll say. Even though the Texans are not good, I haven't seen the Steelers be that good either. They beat the Giants and they beat the Broncos, two mediocre to bad teams. And it wasn't like they dominated the entire game either for either of those games. So I don't know what to say about the Steelers. Except for their defense. Their defense is good.
Their defense is stellar.
And Big Ben is back, apparently.
Let's move on to the game of the week, Bengals-Eagles.
Okay, I have this in my 3-game wacky parlay. I have the Bengals.
I think I have this in my parlay as well. I have the Bengals money line.
Oh my God, are we crazy? Are we?
No, I think that here's the thing. The Bengals probably won't win. But I think that it is going to be a much closer game than the line dictates, and that's what you're looking for in a 10-game parlay, right?
Right.
Or like in any kind of crazy parlay that you want to take, like you're looking for, like for example, last week they had the Rams not favored against the Eagles. They were the underdog. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna see lines like that every once in a while, and you have to take advantage of those.
Yeah, the Rams being the underdog last week for a brief second when they were like +1 or +1.5 was ridiculous. Yep. That was so stupid. I bet that game too, and
obviously
I was awarded.
Right, and this isn't the same thing. Obviously, the Bengals aren't favored, but I think that the odds favor them in a betting stance. That like let's see, what are the actual odds here?
The odds are 4.5. Oh, you're gonna say it. No, you say it. So you pulled
William
it up,
Hill,
Andrew. You did the heavy work. I'll let you get the credit.
William Hill has that. So money line is a +185 Bengals, at a 4.5 spread. Or +185 Bengals. I'm sorry. 4.5
See,
spread.
this is why I do this. This is why I do the spreads.
And then 452 is the over/under.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
No, you made me mad, so the over/under is 46.5.
Fuck you.
Which I don't know about that over. I don't want to touch any of the. I don't want to touch the spread, or I just took the money line because of the value. Like I said, +185, I think are good odds to stack into a parlay.
So I asked if we were crazy. I don't think we are either. I think Burrow beats the Eagles. I think the Eagles are bad. And I say that cautiously because I know we have some Eagles listeners. And I don't want them to hate me. But at the same time, let's all be honest with ourselves. The Eagles are bad right now.
Carson Wentz is not playing well, which is unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. And Joe Burrow has that fire, that rookie fire that I can see
61 pass attempts.
I can see him upsetting this game.
That's all I want to say there. That's in my parlay. I'll go over all my parlay as a whole.
Upset City. Bengals are upset city this week against the Eagles. Take it to the bank.
Would that really be an upset? I mean, like I know they're technically
they're -4.5. They're +4.5 underdogs for sure. That's an upset city.
So the beaten and battered San Francisco 49ers are in New York to play the Giants, who are also beaten and battered.
Yeah, but not as bad as the 49ers. I feel like the 49ers got the shortest straw in the injury pick.
I mean, they have a lot of people injured, but losing Saquon is a fucking gut punch.
Sure. Is Jimmy G even playing this game? I know he's listed currently as questionable.
I don't actually know. I should know that. They're not part of my parlay, so honestly, I push
they're
it
also
from my mind. They're going to win,
Yeah, they're going to win. Right now, they're -4 spread favorites. Over under, though?
I think they're even going to cover that.
I think they will, too. I think Nick Mullen is their backup, right?
Yep. And he's slung it a couple of times. I've seen him sling it in some games.
Over under 41.5. That is pretty low.
I'm taking the under.
Really?
I'm taking the under. And the reason I'm taking the under is New York's not going to be able to score. They don't have Saquon. San Francisco is typically not a high scorer, but like they are missing offensive weapons as well. I really think that. Yep.
What about Devontae Freeman though?
I think he's an idiot. I think he said he could have made more money other places. I don't understand why he would want to come to New York for less money than what he was offered other places. Like just to be because they only signed him to a 1-year deal. And when Barkley's back, like, there's no way he's like going to be like, oh, I can get a cushy backup job. Like, he's just going to leave.
Right. This is him to showcase his talent, so he can maybe.
Right, but if you were going to make more other places, I mean, I bet that his time in the NFL is very close to an end.
Yeah, Super Bowl losers, the curse of losing in the Super Bowl.
You hate to see it. You really do.
Okay. So, yeah, we think 49ers are going to cover. I wouldn't touch that over-under, 41.5. Even though it's super low, I think I'd take the over, but I'm not touching it personally. Do with that information if you want.
I'm also not going to touch it, but a gun to my head, I would take the under, I think.
Okay, next game's going to be pretty good. Raiders, Patriots.
See, do you think the Raiders are as good as they... I mean, they're right. They're 2-0, and their games have looked good. They beat the Saints, but Drew Brees has looked bad.
Drew Brees hasn't looked like Drew Brees, but the Raiders looked really good Monday night against the Saints. Darren Waller is a top 5 tight end. He is so good. Josh Jacobs is so good. They are both listed as questionable right now because I have them both in my fantasy teams, on my fantasy team. So it really depends, right? If they're both listed as questionable, imagine the Raiders playing the Patriots without Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller. It's a no
they
contest.
Won't win. They can't win.
Right. So
I honestly don't. I don't have them winning even with them.
Well, I'm just saying if you want to lock. So
right.
You need to pay attention because right now, so I'll go over the lines. Patriots are favored -5.5 on the spread.
Yep.
If Darren Waller, if Josh Jacobs do not play, I will be hammering that -5.5 spread. Hammering it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, who else do they? Henry Ruggs, the rookie.
And if you're scared, and if you're nervous or not nervous really, but if you think that will be a possibility that they don't play, getting the Patriots at -250 before that news breaks is a really good deal. If you're confident in their winning ability, because if Josh Jacobs and them don't play, this is going to jump to like -400 probably.
Right. So Patriots are going to win that game, probably regardless.
And the Patriots offense looks way different than it ever has in the past. Like they will score points.
Yeah. No, they looked good against the Seahawks, even though they lost. I mean, it came down to one play.
Yeah, it did. And granted, people, we could talk about that for a second. People are. Do you think they ran the wrong play?
No, because
I don't think so
if
either.
they didn't, it's the whole run the ball on the goal line Super Bowl scenario where Marshawn Lynch, he's been running it all night, and the Seahawks pass on, because they tried to get cute or whatever, and it gets intercepted. Same sort of deal. They've been running Cam Newton all game. It's been working out for them.
Yeah, and they haven't stopped him. He had 2 touchdowns.
Right. You just gotta go for it. Because imagine if they throw it and they don't get it. What do you think is going to be the first? It's a catch-22. What do you think is going to be the first thing people are saying? Why didn't you just run it with Cam? Because it was working all game long.
We're same boat. I agree with that. I was just kind of curious to get your take.
For sure.
Titans Vikings.
Vikings.
Really quick on the Raiders Patriots. That's also part of my parlay. We'll again go over it all at the end, but I have the Patriots money line.
Nice. I'm not personally betting the Raiders Patriots, but I will be if that line doesn't change. Can you hear the fucking sirens outside?
Oh yeah, you're in Chicago.
Dude, it's like really loud. I feel like someone is getting mugged. And then there's like a dog that keeps barking too. Like maybe the dog's in.
We can't record the podcast while you live there anymore.
I'm just curious on what's happening out there. I think the dog is somehow involved in
the dog is mugging somebody.
The mugging. I don't know. I'm gonna have to
give me your wallet.
I'm gonna have to look on Twitter or something, see what's going on. So yeah, Titans Vikings. Titans are minus.
I'm not touching this game.
I am touching this game. I have this in my wacky 3-game parlay. I have this in my 3-game parlay. I have Titans money line. The Titans are a -2.5 spread favorite. Tell me why you don't like this matchup. Because Titans.
Because it's in Minnesota. Minnesota has looked bad, like really bad. And if there was going to be a team that's 0-2 that was coming back, like the Vikings have done this before. The last 2 years, they could start off really bad and their offense picks up. I think that the Titans are a little overrated. Their defense is not what I thought it was going to be this year. Like after getting Clowney, like I really thought their pass rush was going to be nuts, and they have barely eked out their 2-win. They're 2-0, but they have fought for those 2-0 wins.
That is true, but the Vikings look bad.
They do, but I'm just saying it's the NFL and it's any given Sunday. I'm trying to look for, and for me, I'm looking for either for sure things or things that are close enough to 50-50 with high payout.
Sure, and I understand that. And honestly, we just watched a game where the Dolphins just kind of took control and lit up the Jags. I'm totally with you that anything can happen. The Vikings could come out there and fucking, whip Derrick Henry with their horns, with their Viking horns.
Good.
Skull.
Yes.
They could skull fuck him. Skull. Not skull, but skull fuck the Titans.
That's funny. That's a nice play on words.
Thanks.
There.
But should we make some merchandise? The skull fuck. Has someone ever already done that?
I have to say probably, yeah.
If not, I'm trademarking it right now. That's how that works. If anyone has done skull fucked for the Vikings, if you have, congrats, you beat me to it. But if you haven't, I'm trademarking it right now. And I just did it on podcast, making it an official legal binding document.
This isn't live, so I mean, anyone who's listening to it will already have been done. You don't have to do it right now.
Well, no, exactly. It's already no. I'm saying it's already been done by me just saying it into the podcast. That is grounds for me owning the trademark. You need to brush up on your trademark laws. That's how it works.
I'm an expert in bird law.
The Gear Wars. How much do you know about the Gear Wars?
Not at all.
Man, do I envy you.
But yeah, I'm not touching this game.
Okay.
It can do whatever. I am touching the next game though.
The Washington football team and the Odell Touch Browns.
I got Browns.
Yeah. Let's look at this spread. -7.5 favorite for the Browns.
The Washington football team looks like they have. It looks better this year than last year. Not in the sense of how they, not like in accomplishments, but their pieces look like actual things you can build around this year. I don't think they're going to be good, but Ron Rivera, I think he's a hell of a coach.
He takes cancer IV treatments during halftime. He's the man.
He's a man. And like I think Chase Young is that guy. I think that if they really like Dwayne Haskins, I know it wasn't his pick, but if he likes him, or if he does well enough, I mean Terry McLaurin they've got. I think they've got I like Antonio Gibson, their running back. If they've got the right pieces in the next draft, they could probably be all right. However, the Browns are a way more talented team on paper.
On paper, they're 1-1. Yeah.
Yeah. And they lost to the Ravens.
Best team in the NFL.
Nah, I mean one of the best teams in the NFL.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Yeah, I'm not touching this game. Browns -7.5. I probably would take the Browns, although the Browns aren't good. The Washington football team isn't good. So do with what you want. Over-under is 45, though. I'd probably take the under.
I would take the over, I think.
Well, as long as you sound confident about it.
I mean, again, I'm not touching it if I don't have to. But.
Okay, those are the noon games. Right? Do we have more? No, we got more. Fucking man, I just didn't scroll down. Okay, next game, Rams Bills. Bills are a -2.5 favorite.
I'm taking the Rams.
I'm also taking the Rams, and I'm also actually taking them for my parlay. That is my 3-game wacky parlay. I have the Bengals. I have the What was the game we just? I have the Titans. I have the Bengals. I have the Titans, and I have the Rams. That's my 3-game wacky parlay.
What are you betting on that?
I'm betting $50.
What's the payout?
Like $550. Basically to win $500.
Yeah. Good luck. I seriously, I honestly, I think, if you hit, then I mean I'm in good shape because that means the Bengals and the Rams won.
True. I don't think we don't really conflict parlays this week, do we?
Well, do you have another parlay? My 10 team I do have the Chiefs over the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm not betting that game because I'm too emotionally invested into that game. I do not need any sort of money also tied in to take me over the top. Just being a diehard Ravens fan is emotional stakes enough for that game. I do not want any sort of monetary value tied.
All right, so Rams Bills. It's looking like what'd you say? 2.5 points.
2.5.
Bills money line. They're -135. Rams are +115. Over under is 47. I'm taking the over.
I think so too. Yeah.
Josh Allen's looked good.
The Bills have been scoring a lot, especially with Stephon Diggs, John Smokey Brown, Singletary. I'm pretty sure he's healthy.
I mean, he's healthy, but that backfield is a mystery. I mean, it could be anybody who's scoring those touchdowns, including Josh Allen. It's the same thing as like 4 years ago when Cam was having a stellar like time in Carolina, you never knew like what running back was going to score because Cam could just snipe him.
True. I was taking a drink of water.
I was like, oh god, I lost him.
At least I didn't yawn into the mic like
me
you
neither.
do. Yeah. But I'm sipping some water back here. Yeah, I have Rams though. I have Rams on this, so good luck to me.
We got the Bears and the Falcons.
Okay, let me tell you about this game. This game is going to decide whether or not the Bears are legit. Because
I don't even know.
I think that if the Bears beat the Falcons, I think that they will make the playoffs. And I have a current future, as you know, with one of our buddies in our fantasy football chat.
Yep.
Who's a big-time Bears fan. I made a future with him, a future bet, right now, whether or not the Bears are going to make the playoffs. Right now, the odds are pretty much 50-50. It is imperative that the Bears lose this game because if they don't, those odds skyrocket to, like, I believe, minus 210. Also, I would then be worried that I would lose the bet because 3-0, like, think about 3-0 teams. How many teams have started 3-0 and made the playoffs? I bet it's a high percentage. Plus,
I bet it's I bet it's in the 60s.
Plus, you have an extra wild card spot this year, which would even increase those odds.
Yeah, but you know, the thing, I've been thinking about that a lot. And yeah, there will be an extra team that makes it. However, the more teams that make it, that means that there's a higher chance that there are ties in records just because there's more variance. So I think it will come down to tiebreakers more than it will come down to like overall record. Right.
Yeah.
Because I think like think about their division.
Yeah.
What?
I'm listening to you. I just don't really understand what you're saying. Are you saying that it's going to be harder to make the playoffs with an extra wild card spot?
I'm just saying that I think that like tiebreakers are more prominent with more people who can make it. So like if you think about who has the best divisions, if there's going to be, because do you think the Bears win their division?
No.
Right. So they're not going to get the division seed. They're going to have to get a wild card spot.
Right. And my argument was that even if there wasn't an extra spot open, starting 3-0 increases those odds. But put an extra spot in there so that you're not all fighting for the same wild card spot, but you're all fighting for, an extra. It's 2 or 3, right? 2, 3. It's 3.
Yeah.
3 now, right?
Yes.
So 3 wild card spots, which is 1 extra. I'm fucking doing like kindergarten math, but add another wild card spot makes
plus
it
1
easier. Plus 1 equals easier odds to make playoffs.
Yeah, my thing was that it was going to be harder. I'm just curious about like if more teams can make it. I feel like more teams like there are a lot more teams that are 8-8 or 9-7 than there are 10 and whatever. So if there are a lot of teams that are 9-7 that are looking for that wild card, they're going to have to look at tiebreakers, right?
Sure.
So I'm curious if it's going to be. I don't know what that's going to look like because I'm not sure if that will be. Do you get what I'm saying?
The Falcons are -3 spread favorites. The Falcons -3.
I think the Falcons are bad.
I think the Falcons are bad too. I've said that the Falcons are bad, but I also think the Bears are bad. So I still have the Falcons. I would take the Falcons -3 on this. I really would. I know that they have shown in every chance they've had that they are not a reliable team, that they can score 39 points and get 0 turnovers and still lose to the Cowboys. I understand all of that. I still think that the Falcons beat the Bears by more than 3 points. I would take Falcons -3.
All right. I'm not touching this game.
Gun to your head, Andrew.
I would take Falcons money line.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
47.5 though. I would take the over. Julio's playing, right?
He hasn't practiced in 2 days.
Ooh.
But they haven't said if he's playing.
Well, guess what? Guess who I picked up? I picked up Gage. Russell Gage. That's a smart pickup, Andrew. Compliment me on my pickup.
That is a good pickup, Ian.
Hell yeah. Okay. So for real, that is the last noon game.
Yep. And then we move on to the best game of the week, Panthers-Chargers. And I have the Chargers by 1 million.
Okay. Justin Herbert's playing, correct?
Yes. I mean, fucking Tyrod Taylor has a punctured lung.
Which is ridiculous. We haven't talked about that, but the team doctor punctured his fucking lung when he was trying to administer painkillers.
The craziest... Right? Okay, so the craziest part about that isn't that it happened, because that's already insane. The crazy part is, did you see the other issues that doctor has had, apparently?
Apparently he's gotten DUIs
and like malpractice.
He was prescribing himself pills and stuff.
Dude, like, if Tyrod Taylor didn't have a case against the doctor himself, which he totally does, because like you could sue for lost wages. Like, I mean, he's losing money by not. But the other thing is, you
keep going.
He has a case against the Chargers organization for hiring that man.
That's okay. That's what I'm trying. That's what I want to find out is who decided that it was a good idea to hire this guy after all of this, stuff on his rap sheet, and then also make him the person who is responsible for stabbing people with painkiller injections. That's what it was, right? It was a painkiller injection. I'm not sounding medical at all, but
he had a rib injury, and they were going to give him an injection for some pain management, and they have to do it right before the game because that's the only time that it has an effect throughout the game. And then Tyrod said he's like, I am having trouble breathing. I would like to go to the hospital now. And Anthony Lynn said, "Hey Herbert, you're up."
Jesus.
And he balled. On his part, he balled.
Yeah, that was a long segue into the game, but Chargers are -6.5 favorites. I don't know if I would take that spread. That's a big one.
It is a big one, but I'm going to take it because we don't have Christian McCaffrey.
True. Mike Davis is filling the spot, right, in RB.
Now, Mike Davis was 8 for 8 on catches after McCaffrey left. I mean, he can fill maybe the pass catcher role, but he's not going to make the space that CMC does. The Chargers also looked good. Their defense is scary. Give me the Chargers at 6. I don't think I would take it, but gun to my head, I would take Chargers there.
Over under 43.5. I feel like that's pretty low. Again, I know that the Panthers do not have Christian McCaffrey, but I think I would take the over.
I think I would take the over also.
Also, Mike Davis went to University of South Carolina. Go Cox.
Oh, yippee.
I'm pretty sure that's the right Mike Davis. We definitely had a running back named Mike Davis. I hope it's a common name, but I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Let's see. Jets, Colts are next.
Okay.
Now,
poopy Jets. Not the Browns. Not Odell. Odell's getting a little hard over there. But poopy Jets without Le'Veon Bell against the gosh darn it Phillip Rivers chucking, gang smoking Colts.
So William Hill has this as an 11.5 point spread for the Colts. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. DraftKings -11.5. I just scrolled past it.
And I don't know if I would touch that. I did take this in my parlay. I took the Colts money line. When I took the Colts money line, it was
that's mighty. That's mighty risky of you.
Well, what are the odds for you on DraftKings?
Well, -11.5, which translates to roughly about -560.
Well, money line here is -700.
Holy shit!
But when I took it, it was -550.
-550. Okay, so still better than -700. For those of you that don't know, money line, you just bet to win that game. The team wins that game.
Yep.
-500 or 550. You got to bet $550 to win $100.
Correct. But again, it's part of my parlay, so it's whatever. But I wanted a sure thing. That's definitely a sure thing.
Did you like that little betting 101 thing?
I did. That was very good.
Oh, and spread minus 11.5. That means that the Colts have to win by 11.5 points. Now, if you're asking, well, you can't win by half a point. What the hell is that going to work? Well, no fucking shit. That means that the Colts have to win by at least 12.
Yep, it keeps people from getting pushes. All right,
I just let you. Well, I didn't get to give my picks. I didn't get to give my picks. I was too busy informing the people who don't know how to bet, so that they're. I don't know why you guys are listening. Honestly, if you made it this far into the podcast and you don't know how to bet,
I don't know how to bet.
I guess thanks for the support, but what are you doing? I'm questioning your judgments. I have the Jets covering that 11.5. By the way.
I mean, I maybe I don't.
We
think
can move on.
I don't.
We can
think
move on. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say I have the Jets covering 11.5.
Okay. So next is gonna be Cowboys Seahawks.
Okay, Andrew.
Seahawks are favored
By -5.
Yep. The money line is minus 220. The odds.
True.
The over under is 56.5.
57 on DraftKings right now. That's crazy.
I'm still taking the over.
I think so. You have to, right?
Okay, but here's the thing.
You have to.
You told me I was crazy. I have Cowboys winning this game.
I didn't. Wait, what part? When did I say you're crazy a lot? Can you be more specific?
Oh, I thought maybe I'm wrong. I thought you said I was nuts because I had the Cowboys here.
You were correct. You are correct. This will be the game. Besides, I really hope you win this. Here's my dream for your parlay, Andrew. I hope you go 9 out of 10. And then the Monday night game, Ravens-Chiefs, I hope is the last game on that parlay slate. And you're waiting for it to hit. I really
don't want that.
And if you have the Chiefs, I know you have the Chiefs winning that game in your parlay.
I do.
And I hope that the Ravens destroy your hopes and dreams like no one ever has.
But here's the thing. If I coming into this and I'm 9 for 10 and I have my money is on the Chiefs and all they have to do is win, I'm still, and if they get destroyed, that'll suck. But I'm going into Monday night excited, ecstatic.
And what else are you doing?
Hedging.
There you go.
But the reason I like the Cowboys here is because it's gonna be just a total shootout. Anyone can win a shootout. Those are way more up in the air than a controlled defensive style game.
You're right. Anyone can win a shootout, but ball in the hands of Dak or Russell, who do you think is going to win that shootout?
I mean, Russell, probably. I'm just, again, this is one of those things where the Cowboys are a really good team, and for a 50-50 kind of game where it's up in the air, even if it's 55-45, I still get plus 200 odds on the Cowboys.
Sure. And listen, I'm totally for kind of shooting for the moon, especially on a 10-game parlay where that's kind of the essence of a 10-game parlay. But right. I will say that this game will destroy your 10-game parlay. It's a game that I look at and I am like, if you hadn't lost a game up to this point, you will lose this game and that'll be done. That'll be the end of it.
I thought that last time, but hey, they came back to beat the Falcons, so.
The Falcons. Big difference there, but okay, yeah. Again, okay. I hope you get this game. I hope you go into Monday night game 9 out of 10, and then the Ravens crush the Chiefs and your dreams.
Next we got Bucks and Broncos. I have Bucks 100% here.
Same. Bucks are minus 5.5. Broncos are without Drew Lock. Who is their starter?
Jeff Driscoll, I believe.
And I saw that they
just signed Bortles.
Yeah, Blake of the Year candidate.
I have Bucks are in my parlay. I have them. The over/under is 43. I'm probably gonna take the
No, Andrew, you take the over on this. You take the over on this.
I don't think so.
Look, I know it's Tampa Tom, and he hasn't been throwing that great, but he's got Mike Evans, and he's got Godwin, and that's pretty much all I need. That's all I need to really feel good about. Look, the Bucks are going to beat the Broncos,
Well, it's not about how much they're going to score. I don't know how much the Broncos are going to score.
The Broncos are
They don't
not.
have their starting QB, and they don't have
They
Cortland
don't.
Sutton.
They don't have Sutton. I still take the over. Over 43.
Okay. I mean, it's close. I'm not like leaning one way super hard.
It's just super low. That's just a super low.
Of course,
total.
it's super low. But anyway, Bucks are in my parlay. Cardinals, Lions. I got Cardinals in my parlay.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Cardinals are minus 5.5 favorites.
And the Cardinals are good. I am scared about Kenny Galladay because, I mean, Matthew Stafford can just sling it, and having Galladay back makes them more threatening. I mean, I don't know how much more threatening, but
it is official that Galladay's back this week.
He has practiced twice. They have not said whether he is back or not, but he has been practicing.
55.5 total. Over-under.
I'll take the over.
I also will take the over. Good man.
Stafford and Kyler, like, they'll battle that one out.
Yep. I have Cardinals minus 5.5 on this one too.
Not touching the spread on this one.
Oh, well then I guess I just have Cardinals minus 5.5. Look, yes, Galladay might be back, but Cardinals have been looking good. DeAndre Hopkins has been fucking electric since he's been in Arizona. Kyler Murray is very good.
Kyler Murray is very good.
Very, very good. And they have two good running backs in Drake and Edmonds.
Yeah, I like them.
I'm taking minus. I take that spread.
They might have 3 teams out of that division: Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams. Oh, and 49ers. They might have 4 teams. Is that even possible?
What do you mean they might have 4 teams
for the playoffs?
I
mean, technically, it's possible.
Technically, it is possible because you'd have the winner of that division, and then the 3 other teams could get 3 wild card spots.
But I'm wondering, like, they would all have to beat each other in like round robin for that to even be possible. Because if one team beats all of them, then they'll have such a better record. And they'll win the division. I guess if the other 3 beat each other round robin, because if one of them beats somebody twice, even if everyone wins every other game.
You're making my brain hurt. You're making my brain hurt right now. Let's just chalk it up to it's possible because there's 3 spots now.
As far as I'm aware right now, it is possible.
Okay. Fucking talking about round robins and shit. Just stop.
So, Packers Saints.
Sunday night game. This is the prime time.
I got Packers.
I also have Packers, even though they are a +3 underdog against the Saints. The Saints did not look good against.
They did not.
Raiders. I guess is Michael Thomas back?
I don't think he's back.
So then, what are you doing, sports books? What are you doing? I don't understand. What are they doing?
It's at Saints. I have the Packers +145 in my parlay. Actually, let me double check here. When I bet it, what was it? Yep, it was +140. It's actually better now than it was then.
So that means it's
moving.
It's moving
in the other direction. But anyway, I got that, and then the over under there is 52.5. Give me that over.
Yeah, 52.5 is nothing for these 2 teams.
And
fucking
then
Kamara. Yeah. I'm so glad I'm not playing against him this week. He fucking torched me.
Chiefs Ravens, the game of the week.
All right, Andrew. Okay, here we go. Okay, I will have blue balls all Sunday. All Sunday, I'm just gonna have these tight, thick, kind of hurt, kind of painful blue balls until Monday night when my Ravens play the Chiefs. And let me tell you, we have lost to the Chiefs the past 2 years with Lamar, okay? With Lamar. Lamar lost them his rookie season, and then last year he lost to them week 3, I believe. I had to shotgun a beer at 8 a.m. at our work parking lot because of that.
You want to revive that bet?
I do not want to revive that bet. I don't want to put any sort of additional bets into this. This is revenge time. This is payback. It is so hard to beat a team 3 years in a row. So we have that going for us. Lamar is fresh off MVP mode. I mean, when they played early week 3 last year, Lamar was just getting peak Lamar. I mean, he wasn't even close to peak Lamar. Let me rephrase that. He was just finding his rhythm. We lost to the Browns right after that game, and then we didn't lose the rest of the season. That was it. So this is a whole new ball game than it has been the past 2 years. It's really hard to beat the team 3 times in a row, like we've talked about. I am hammering. I'm not betting on this game. Like I've said, I have emotional stakes too high in this game, but Ravens are -3.5. I would fucking hammer that spread. The Chiefs did not look good against the Chargers. They didn't.
They did look rough.
They didn't look good.
Rough.
The Ravens have looked dominant the past 2 weeks and pretty much the entire regular season since that Week 4 Browns game last year. Listen to me. I've been saying it.
Oh,
I said
and that
Week
playoff
1.
Game.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I've been saying it since Week 1 this year. I said to hammer the Ravens spread against the Browns. They covered. I said to hammer the Ravens spread against the Texans. They covered. I am telling you right now, the Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs by more than 3.5 points. Fucking hammer that spread. You will thank me later.
I have a bet commandment for you.
Fine.
If bet commandment, I don't know what number. We'll say 17.
That's good. I feel like that's where we're at.
If Patrick Mahomes is healthy and they are the underdog, bet the money line. Because statistically, I feel like you'd be crazy not to. I understand like your
I
connection
understand.
to the
No,
Ravens,
you know what? That's a great commandment. That's a great commandment. I'm not even going to argue with you.
Because I feel like that's value. Like if any other situation, because if they say this was like the Saints or something here in the Ravens' place, I mean you'd be like +1. You'd say +170. Fucking destroy that button.
Absolutely. Look, Andrew, that's a good commandment. I'm not even going to fault you with that. I understand that you're mere mortal. I understand that, okay? I understand where you're coming from. I'm like an all-seeing betting god, and I'm like, listen.
Wow.
Listen, I'm just petting you, and I'm just like, listen, Andrew, I understand. That makes total sense. The Chiefs, who are the Super Bowl favorites, who has Patrick Mahomes, arguably the greatest quarterback, right now in football, just signed a huge fucking long-term deal with the Chiefs. He's the underdog in this game. Of course I'm going to bet them. That's maximum value bet for my money, and I'm just petting you. I'm just like, yes, of course, Andrew. Yes. Look at you, you little mortal, you little betting mortal. I am telling you, the Ravens are playing with a fire that I am loving to see. It is Lamar's year. It is Lamar's year. He is going to the Super Bowl. He's going to the Super Bowl, okay? And
I want to bet you on this so bad.
This game, Andrew, is going to showcase what he can do in pressure situations, okay? Because the Browns, fuck them. They're not good. Texans, I've already said it, they're not good. The not the Titans, goddammit.
The Chiefs?
The Chiefs are arguably the greatest, they're arguably the best team in football right now. The Ravens are going to beat them, and it will stand that the Ravens are the best team in football after this week, after Monday night.
I disagree. However, now that we've gone through all the games, do you want to go through your parlay? Like just straight through it really quick one more time for all the listeners?
Yeah, that was exhausting. That I feel kind of energized actually after kind of ranting on the Ravens. That was awesome.
Also, the people probably will never forgive me, but I said last week that we would do an extra long college football episode this week, and I'm not doing that.
After we totally butchered what teams were even playing. But you know what? It really isn't our fault because even the games that we talked about last week, some of them have been postponed another week. Like I know Notre Dame or Wake Forest.
Actually, that game got canceled.
See, exactly. Like, look, we can't be held responsible for these ever-changing schedules because of COVID. So I think that's why we're not going to talk about college football.
So are you while you're getting your money line up, or while you're getting your parlay up? I can go over my 10-game parlay.
But the SEC is back this weekend.
Shut up. Maybe I don't fucking know. All right.
Wait. Oh, you're going to go first.
Yep. I got it right here. So I'm going to be taking the Rams at plus 120, the Bengals at plus 240, Patriots at minus 260, the Browns at minus 330, the Colts at minus 550, the Cardinals at minus 260, the Bucks at minus 270, the Chiefs at plus 160, the Packers at plus 140, and the Cowboys at plus 190. I'm going to bet $5 for the chance to win $28,000. $2,800. Sorry, that 28,000 would be crazy.
I was gonna say that's a hell of a parlay, but okay. So bet 5, win 2,800.
Yep.
All right, it's not gonna land. I mean, look, man, it's not gonna land. You have 2 games that I strongly disagree with that aren't gonna happen. Cowboys aren't beating the Seahawks, and the Chiefs are not beating the Ravens. But you know what? You're just a little mortal. You're just a little betting mortal, and you can do whatever you want.
$5.
Yeah, look, it's a value bet.
That's the other thing. $5.
Yeah, I know. It's a value bet.
$5, Ian.
Okay, here's my wacky game parlay for this week.
I like how you call it wacky.
It is wacky.
Ian's wacky clown parlay.
I honestly don't expect it to hit, but I just kind of want to see. I was in that kind of mood. Bengals over the Eagles money line, Titans over the Vikings money line, Rams over the Bills money line. I'm betting $50 to win $540.
That way. That's the way, baby.
So we'll see. I'll probably make some spontaneous bets Sunday morning, and what I usually do is I post it to our Instagram story just to kind of, add some more content to our page. Follow us on Bet Bath Beyond on Instagram if you haven't already, and Twitter. Even though, Andy, I know you run Twitter. Do you even fucking tweet?
Sometimes, every once in a while, I like to make fun of other football teams.
Okay. No, that's good. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Bet Bath Beyond. Tell them the Bath Boys sent you.
Yeah. Jack Dorsey,
us.
tell him that the Bath Boys sent you.
No. When you get to our page, tell us that the Bath Boys sent you.
And tweet at Jack Dorsey.
Okay, we're going to wrap up. We have a bath line.
Oh, you guys should know this. We still have a bath line. I forgot.
We have a bath line. People call in.
Can we push it?
No, we're not going to push it because the bath line is a sensitive, time-sensitive line that you call into to give your picks. And we will play them on our podcast for everyone to hear. And let's
do it.
Yeah.
So let's do it up.
Here is our bath line from our listener, Rome, who's called in before.
Hey, Bath Boys.
That's us.
Hopefully you guys aren't making out in a weird corner with your hoodies like I saw on Snapchat the other weekend.
But no idea what he's talking about.
Anyway, this is Rome from Iowa giving you the bets that you should make.
I'll be the judge.
Anyway, again, I'm going off of William Hill. That's what we have in Iowa. They have South Bama plus 7
South
UAB.
Bama.
I think it's at UAB. Never mind.
South Bama again.
I'm trying to pause.
South Bama again, really, Rome.
Well, he I can't remember. Did he get the last one right?
Zero idea. Cannot remember.
I will tell you that he did get the Raging Cajuns. Wait,
That's true.
Is that South Alabama?
No.
Shit, is that... Dude, I don't fucking know.
The South Alabama Raging Cajuns? No, that's not it.
Who are the...
Look that up. Bleep that out if that's incorrect.
South Alabama
Listen,
Jaguars.
I only watch
They're
Power
Jaguars.
5 conferences, dude.
They're Jaguars. They're playing... Wait, they played today. They played today. I'm not... This is an expired tip. Wait. Yeah, they played tonight, 42-10. They lost. 42-10.
No one can know about the tip.
The UAB Blazers, they lost.
The
UAB Blazers beat the South Alabama Jaguars 42-10. This is, one, an expired tip, and two, it's a completely wrong tip.
Also, yeah, that's true. We know that now. But wait, was there more, or was it just the South Alabama?
Let's find out.
6.5 plus 6.5, I feel better about, but whatever. Take South Bama again.
Take South Bama. What an idiot,
Florida
Rome.
State, Miami has Miami minus 11. I'd hit that.
Okay, pause. That's actually a real tip because they don't play till tomorrow.
Who do they play? Miami plays who?
Mississippi, Ole Miss.
And they got Miami. He's got Miami at minus 11.
He has Miami at minus 11, yeah.
Give me Mississippi.
Wait. Miami plays Florida State. This is such a bad
give me Miami.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Miami's. Hold on, I'm rewinding this.
Bama again. Florida State, Miami has Miami minus 11.
Okay, we just can't fucking listen. That's on us. We can't I hear things.
It's
and my
11:30 at
brain
night.
still can't comprehend. So it's Miami versus Florida State on Saturday. Miami minus 11 favorites.
I'll take Miami at minus 11. If it was versus Mississippi, I don't think I would have. But
I'd hit that.
He'd hit that. So would I.
Over under 54. Probably hit the over there too.
It doesn't sound confident. I'm not taking that.
Not a whole lot going on this weekend. The Raging Cajuns.
Here we go.
Yeah.
14 at Georgia Southern. Maybe. I don't know.
sure,
What? Okay.
I'm in on it. That sounds like a man who doesn't.
These
give a
aren't even
fuck.
tips. This is just him saying, here's a game. Maybe, I don't know. That's just what we do. He's just basically doing what we do.
We don't need more
for our
us. The
podcast.
world does
No.
not need more us.
Okay, so I'm cutting this because, one, he didn't listen to the rule. You got to keep it under a minute. And he also didn't listen to our other rule. It can't be expired. You cannot send us expired tips because he sent us
true.
a tip tonight when we record. You want to send us tips that are going to be in the future when we release the following morning. So, Florida State, Miami, that is the one tip that I will kind of draw out from his voicemail. Take Miami minus 11. I actually like that.
Also, the Lakers won tonight.
Oh my god, dude! I am not
They're
paying
up
attention
3-1.
Okay, so the Lakers. Yeah, we'll talk
And didn't
basketball
the
real
Cubs
quick.
just lose to the Pirates?
Oh my god, wait, hold on, Andrew. You're all over the place. You can't just. Are we gonna talk? The Lakers
And
beat
good
the
night,
Nuggets.
everybody.
No, you know what? It's fucking late. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah,
of here.
Lakers. I will say, Lakers did beat the Nuggets. Fuck the Nuggets. Go Lakers. 3-1.
Wait, hold on. Yes, the Pirates did beat the Cubs, but standings-wise, Cubs are still 4 games ahead in the NL Central. They're fine. They made the playoffs.
Fine.
They made the playoffs. That's a guaranteed. Put that in the books. Close it. All right, guys.
Fucking later.
Good night.
4 or 5 of them. Situation getting really live again. Tell them off young out with the players and the riders. 4 or 5 of them. Situation getting really live again. Tell them off young out with the players and the riders. Everyone around them want on your inspector. Everyone around them want on your inspector. Everyone around them want on your inspector. But you know let them threaten or grill you with no leg by your center. Boy you know you nah make them guy there by your center. Boy you know you nah make them guy there by your center. Boy you know you nah make them guy there by your center. Boy you know you nah make them guy there by your center. Boy, you know you nah make them guy there by your center. Boy, you know you nah make them guy there by your center. Boy, you know you nah make them guy there come and fake you. Yo, just give me the light and pass the joke. Just another buckle of more. Tell them in on my side and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in on the vibes and I got my dough. Just another buckle of more. Tell them looking hype and I got to know.
I heard about your plan to save Frank. I think that's great.
Oh, yeah. I'm mainly just doing that so I can kick his ass.
Right.
4 or 5 of them. Situation getting really live again. Tell them off young out with the players and the riders. 4 or 5 of them. Situation getting really live again. Tell them off young out with the players and the riders. Everyone around them want on your inspector. Everyone around them want on your inspector. Every man around them want on your inspector. But you know let them sweat, you not grill you with no leg. Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Tell them in on my sides and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in the vibes and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Tell them looking hype and I got to know